Hello, my name is Adam Lavely. We're going to be working now with the comparisons. This is notebook number 2. We'll open this up. So our comparison values are going to be ways of comparing, or comparison operators are going to be ways of comparing two different variables or two different values within Python. So we saw before how we could make one variable equal to something else. So here we're saying that avar is equal to 10, and then bvar is equal to avar, and then we're going to print avar and bvar. So they're both going to be 10. So that's with one equal sign. If we use two equal signs, like we are right here, we're testing to see if these two values are equal. So we're going to set cvar equal to 11, so that way when we print avar, bvar, and cvar, it's going to print 10, 10, 11, because avar is 10, bvar is avar, which is 10, and cvar is 11. So then we're going to print avar equal bvar. So we're saying, is avar equal to bvar? And if they're equal, it's going to return the Boolean true, and if they're not, it's going to return the Boolean false. So when we run this, we'll see that the first value, or the first equivalency that we're testing, is avar equal to bvar, is true. Is avar equal to cvar? No, this is false, because avar is 10 and cvar is 11. We can also test to see if two things are not equal. So rather than, are these two things equal, are these two things not equal? And we do that with exclamation point equal sign. So here, again, avar is 10, bvar is 10, cvar is 11. Is avar not equal to bvar? Well, that's false, because avar is equal to bvar. They're both 10. And so this returns false, as you can see here. Is avar not equal to cvar? That returns true, because avar is 10, cvar is 11, and these two things are not equal. So is avar not equal to cvar? True. In addition to seeing if things are equivalent, we can also see if things are less than, greater than or equal to, less than or equal to, using typical mathematical symbols. So we can see the example of this here. Again, avar is 10, bvar is 10, cvar is 11. Is avar less than bvar? No, that's false, because they're the same thing. Is avar less than or equal to bvar? That's true, because they're equal. Is it greater than or equal to bvar? That's true, again, because it's equal. Is it greater than bvar? No, that's false. So we can use this to test whether things are greater than, less than, greater than, equal to, less than, or equal to, in addition to our equivalency test as well as not equivalency test. One thing that we do have to watch out for is types. So let's take a look at this cell here. I'm going to run it to get our values. So avar, bvar are both 10, cvar is 11, as we can see here. So we're going to see if avar is equal to 10, but if you'll notice, the 10 is in the quote marks. So this 10 is of type string, right? So if we say print avar is avar equal to 10, this is going to give us a false. Because when we print the type of avar, it's an integer. When we print the type of 10, this is a string. So a string and an integer cannot be equal to one another. So when we print avar, is avar equal to 10, this is true. Is avar equal to 10.0? Right, so on the left, we know that this is an integer, and this is not an integer, right? This is a float value, but this returns as true. And the reason that this returns as true is that for the precision that we have, 10.0, that is equivalent to 10, the integer. And so even though they're two different types, because we can directly compare them based on the precision that we have, we're allowed to do that comparison operator, where we're not allowed to compare a string and an integer. Python gives us a way to compare multiple, or to use multiple comparison operators all at once. And so we can do this with an AND or an OR statement. So here we have avar, bvar, and cvar, or 10, 10, 11. We're going to say print avar equal to 10 and avar equal to bvar, or and is avar, okay, sorry, let's redo this section again. In this cell here, we're going to combine different comparison operators. What we have to do is to make sure that all of the statements are true in order for the entire statement to be true. Okay, so avar is 10, bvar is 10, cvar is 11. So let's read this left to right. So is avar equal to 10? This is true. And is avar equal to bvar? This is true. So the left side is true and the right side is true. So this means the entire statement returns true. Let's look at the second one. Is AVAR equal to 10? Yes, that is true. And is AVAR equal to BVAR or AVAR equal to CVAR? AVAR is not equal to CVAR. So because true and false are not true and true, this entire statement gives us false. So because either of these are not true, that gives us the false. Additionally, we can use the OR statement similar to the AND, but rather than needing both sides, one or the other side or both sides have to be true in order for the entire statement to be true. So here, is AVAR equal to CVAR? No, this is false. Or is AVAR equal to BVAR? Yes, this is true. So because it's false or true, one of these is true, therefore the entire statement returns true. In the second statement here, is AVAR equal to 11? No, that's false. Or is AVAR equal to CVAR? False. So false or false, neither of these are true, so the entire statement returns false. This last section explores the use of the not statement. So let's take a look at the first statement here that doesn't have the not statement. Is AVAR equal to CVAR? No, this is false. Or is AVAR equal to BVAR? AVAR is equal to BVAR. So false or true means that this entire statement is true. Now let's take a look at the next line where the equivalencies are the exact same. Is AVAR equal to CVAR? No, false. And then is AVAR equal to BVAR? This is true. But we have a not out here. So the not changes this true to a false. So this is false or false, meaning the entire statement is false. We can use the not with the or with an and, any different location that we'd like to just reverse whatever the Boolean, the true false, that's coming out of our equivalency test is.